Dr. Adrian Locke was not just any physician. He was the youngest neurosurgeon to become chief of medicine at St. Raphael's, one of Manhattan's most elite hospitals. With piercing blue eyes, an impeccably tailored wardrobe, and a fortune inherited from his family's biotech empire, Adrian was a fantasy of half the city. But what people didn't see behind his poised exterior was a man tired of hollow relationships and chained by expectations. On a rain-soaked Tuesday morning, Adrian's life took an unexpected turn when he reviewed a chart in the free clinic attached to the hospital. The patient, Emma Rivera, age 26, was listed as uninsured. She had fainted while waitressing at a diner nearby. It was rare for Adrian to handle walk-ins, but something about the handwriting on the chart, neat but trembling, compelled him to step in personally. When he entered the exam room, Adrian expected another case of overwork or dehydration. Instead, he was met with the soft, guarded gaze of a woman who looked both exhausted and defiant. Her eyes, a deep amber, met his without flinching. "I'm fine," Emma insisted. "Really, I just need to get back to work." "You fainted, Miss Rivera," Adrian replied, scanning her vitals. "That's not nothing." She rolled her eyes but winced immediately. He noticed her clutching her abdomen. "You're in pain," he said gently. Emma hesitated. "It's been going on for a few weeks." "I didn't think it mattered." Adrian ordered immediate tests. Within an hour, the preliminary diagnosis was clear: a rare but operable brain tumor. Without surgery, she had months at best. "I can't afford this," she whispered when he explained. "Just give me something for the pain." Adrian paused. Something in her tone clawed at him. "I'll cover your treatment," he said before he could think twice. Emma narrowed her eyes. "Why?" He could have told her the truth, that she reminded him of his late sister, or that something about her presence shook his indifference. But instead, he said, "Let's just say I don't like to lose patients." She didn't thank him. She didn't cry. She simply nodded, and with that, a strange understanding formed between them. Over the next few weeks, Adrian became more than just her surgeon. They talked about music, childhood, books. Emma, once guarded, laughed with him, challenged him. He found himself staying late, not to review charts, but to bring her sandwiches and sneak her outside to see the stars from the hospital rooftop. And then came the night before her surgery. "I want to remember this moment," she said, her voice trembling. "In case—" "You're going to be fine," Adrian interrupted, holding her hand. "I know," she said, "but still, I want to remember how it felt to fall in love." His breath caught. "Emma, I know it's stupid," she murmured. "You're a doctor, rich, polished. I live in a one-bedroom with peeling paint and dreams I can't afford. But He silenced her with a kiss. Soft, then desperate. For the first time in years, Adrian felt like he wasn't saving someone. He was being saved. The surgery was a success. Emma recovered quickly, and when Adrian suggested she stay in his penthouse during recovery, she reluctantly agreed. Their connection deepened. Cooking breakfast together, dancing barefoot to old records, sharing whispered dreams at 3 a.m. But perfect things, Adrian knew, rarely lasted. One afternoon, Emma received a letter. Her face paled as she read it. "What is it?" Adrian asked. Emma held it out with shaking hands. It was a bill for nearly $300,000. The cost of her surgery. The cost he'd promised to cover. "There's a mistake," he said, reaching for his phone. But Emma pulled away. "You lied." "No, I swear this wasn't supposed to happen." She backed away, tears rising. "I trusted you." "Emma, I'll fix it. Just give me a day." But Emma had already packed her things. That night, Adrian confronted the hospital board. They revealed that his offer to cover the costs had been vetoed by a financial director, his ex-fiancée, Victoria Hale, who still had ties to the hospital. Out of spite, she had blocked the payment. Furious, Adrian resigned on the spot. The hospital could keep its politics. He tried to find Emma, but she had disappeared. Left the city, quit her job, vanished. Weeks turned into months. Then, one rainy evening, Adrian sat at the back of a small bookstore in Brooklyn. He was no longer the doctor with a penthouse and $1,000 watch. He wore jeans, a simple coat, and tired eyes. He had come to a local poetry reading, more out of loneliness than interest. Halfway through the night, a familiar voice took the stage. He froze. Emma. She read a poem about rain and love and betrayal, and forgiveness. When she stepped off stage, their eyes met. Neither of them moved for a moment. "I thought you hated poetry," Adrian said softly. "I lied," she replied, a smile tugging at her lips. "I also lied about running away. I just needed time, and space, and proof you were real." He approached slowly. "I'm real, maybe more than I've ever been." "I know," she said, her voice catching. "I read about your resignation, and your foundation, the one helping uninsured patients. I named it after you." She blinked. "You did." "The Rivera Trust, for second chances." She laughed, watery-eyed. "You're still dramatic, and you still steal my breath." Silence stretched. Then she whispered, "Adrian, I never stopped loving you." He stepped forward, brushed her cheek. "Then don't." He kissed her again, like the first time, soft, desperate, and full of every word they hadn't said. This time, there were no hospital walls between them, no class divides, no secrets. Only love, and a future, prescribed not by medicine, but by fate. Weeks after reuniting, Emma and Adrian took things slow. Coffee dates, rooftop poetry, long walks. She wrote again. He cooked badly, but with heart. Then came a call. Her estranged father was dying. Though hesitant, Emma flew to Chicago. When she returned, she said, "I forgave him, not for him, but for me." She handed Adrian a small box. Inside was a simple ring. "Not an engagement ring," she said, "just a promise. I won't run again." He wore it proudly. "From you, it means everything." The next day, Adrian received a letter. Victoria Hale was under investigation for embezzling patient funds. Emma's bill had exposed a much larger scheme. Her pain had helped uncover corruption. "You saved more than just yourself," Adrian told her. Together, they opened a modest, free clinic. It wasn't grand, but it was built on love, and it was real,